There are 24 Starlink V2 mini satellites, and this mission marks the 76th dedicated Starlink launch of 2024. Each of these satellites clocks in at about 1,760 pounds, or about 800 kilograms. With their solar panels unfurled, they have a wingspan of about 100 feet, or 30 meters. They use Argon Hall thrusters for in-orbit maneuvers. They're built in Redmond, Washington, which is near Seattle, and they'll be deployed at 180 miles or 291 kilometers in altitude at a 43-degree inclination. To offer a comparison between V2 Mini and its predecessor, the version 1.5 satellites. V2 Mini has 4 times the capacity. They introduced E-band for backhaul. They use an upgraded phased array antennas. They're about 2.6 times heavier than their predecessors. And as previously mentioned, they use Argon Hall thrusters as opposed to the previously used Krypton Hall thrusters. Thanks to the on-orbit imaging of black sky in partnership with AGEO, to have this image of what a V2 Mini Starlink satellite looks like in its on-orbit configuration. Here's an image of what the thrusters look like during testing.
Strongback retract has started.
You can see in this pad view from SpaceX, clamp arms are opening up and the transporter erector moving away. Quick bit of housekeeping here. You notice our countdown clock slightly different than what you see from the SpaceX feed. Reason being, our countdown clock is in real time, and what's coming in from SpaceX is on a slight delay. So we'll be making our call-outs based off of the real-time clock up until the point at which we're relying on SpaceX's onboard cameras. T-minus 2 minutes, 53 seconds and counting. Standing by for a call for Stage 1 LOX load being complete.
Stage 1, LOX load complete.
Good call from SpaceX. Last bit of fueling left to do is the second stage LOX load. Fueling on the second stage should wrap up in about 12-ish seconds.
Stage 2, LOX load is complete.
Good call from SpaceX. At this point, the Falcon9 rocket is fully loaded with 1 million pounds of propellant. The venting you're seeing here are the ground gas closeouts as they're purging the remaining liquid oxygen from the feed lines.
Ground gas closeouts.
We're now just about a minute before launch. Go ahead and keep our focus here on the rocket now. We'll come back to the live chat on the other side of liftoff.
Falcon9 is in startup. Go for launch.
And with that go for launch, we are now 30 seconds away from the liftoff of this Falcon 9 rocket on the Starlink 6-68 mission. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. And here we go. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engine ignition and liftoff of the Falcon 9 rocket on the Starlink 6-68 mission. Falcon 9 has cleared the tower. Falcon 9 now passing through max Q, the point of greatest aerodynamic pressure on the vehicle. We're coming up on a few events in fairly rapid succession. We'll see first stage main engine cutoff, followed by stage separation, the ignition of the second stage booster, and then bearing separation.
Stage 2 engine chill.
Call you just heard there, thermally conditioning the Merlin vacuum engine prior to its ignition. Coming up on MECO here in just a few seconds. Should have MECO.
Main engine cutoff.
Stage separation confirmed.
Stage 2 startup.
There go the payload fairings. Good separation. We're now 3 minutes and 40 seconds into flight. Coming up next will be the start of the first stage entry burn. That's coming up at T plus 6 minutes and 4 seconds. So far appears to be a nominal mission on board the Falcon 9's first and second stages. Those puffs that you're seeing in between the hypersonic grid fins are the cold gas thrusters, Falcon 9's first stage. They help adjust the attitude of the vehicle or its positioning as it comes back through the atmosphere and angles itself towards the drone ship. Just read the instructions. This is a view up through the inner stage looking back up towards space. Now 6 minutes into flight, we're coming up on the first stage entry burn now in real time. Looking for that in just a few seconds on the SpaceX feed. Here you see the start of that entry burn. This burn lasting about 21 seconds in total.
Stage 2 FTS has safed.
Now 7 minutes into flight. Coming up in less than a minute will be the start of the first stage landing burn.
Stage 1 transonic.
Falcon 9 first stage now traveling below the speed of sound. Getting ready to ignite a single Merlin engine. Begin that landing burn.
Stage 1 landing burn. Stage 2 terminal guidance. Stage 1 landing leg deploy. Stage 1 landing confirmed.
And a good landing of that booster, B-1076 for an 18th time.
Stage 2 shutdown.